Hi, this is Tobias from the Firetail team. Welcome to this tutorial on Firetail. I'm excited to introduce you some core features of Firetail 5. This tutorial will mainly focus on new data layers and our improved burst annotation processing. For this tutorial, you may want to create a Movebank account to access all discussed data. I'll start by loading one of the sample datasets from the Movebank repository that are linked from Firetail's sample data view. The dataset was published in 2016 by Sherub and colleagues. It's a large-scale dataset of Himalayan vulture monitoring, and there are a lot of regions of high detail available in the set as well. As sample data projects are not affected by the restrictions of Firetail's free edition, we do not hit any license limit here. The data is roughly 450 MB and covers 22 individuals over a period of roughly 1 year. That accounts to about 1.7 million GPS fixes. So, obviously, our default OpenStreetMap does not properly reflect the beauty of the Himalaya. We use Layer Bing Aerial to switch to Bing Maps. This view reflects the landscape far better, and it's pretty impressive thinking about that these vultures reach extreme heights regularly. I will now focus on one individual with the name Dava and select it from the study's viewport. Firetail will show the individual's name right next to its position on the map. Obviously, this hairball of data is not yet useful. We better focus on a sensible time window of a few days. Select the Firetail length of 2 days and press play. In Firetail 5, the rendering of Firetail trajectories has been vastly improved. Firetails are now showing as fading trails following the current timestamp GPS position. To follow the individual across the map, press follow. For multiple animals, this would track the center of gravity. Additionally, we can enable location data smoothing layer in the data menu to reduce artifacts in the trajectories. Notably, this may introduce some bias, as some recorded positions may be discarded. The movement patterns will be more naturally though. Now for a new feature, navigate to Layer and choose MODIS Mod A13. This will enable NASA MODIS overlays for vegetation detection over the course of several years, starting 2007. For individual Dava, we can observe that the migration pattern may be correlated with the vegetation period at its destination end of June. Similarly, the chlorophyll seawater overlay may hint at migration patterns for seabirds, but also sweetwater availability during warmer months may play a role here. We will now switch back to the Bing viewport. I would now like to show you how to use the new custom thresholds to select parts of your data like regions of maximal altitude. First, switch our cutoff to higher than. Press Ctrl and drag the mouse in the event window for the altitude. I will choose a cutoff of roughly 5,000 meters above sea level. Observe how the blue selected regions are expanded. At this point, I would also like to switch to another dataset. I will download a freely available dataset from Movebank using my credentials that I saved previously. Hit download. Enter toucan in the filter area and select the remaining study of Kais and colleagues. Choose individual number 78896 and press OK. When asked whether to open the dataset, press OK. Selecting an empty region using Shift Drag will reset any existing selections. Now we do select a custom region based on temperature threshold using Ctrl Drag in the event. These selections will likely correlate with midday temperatures. Now let's select cooler temperatures using the smaller equal button. This is a Movebank dataset. In this case, the annotation functionality is enabled automatically, and we can annotate all acceleration bursts that correspond to the cooler night temperatures. We create a new category, Activity, and introduce a reduced value. To annotate the blue regions, we click the newly created button. Now press the larger than button. All regions now have switched and we have selected activities during hotter days. We will annotate these as well by creating a new value increased for the activity category. Click the new category. Confirm to create more than 10 regions at once if required. Now save your annotations by File, Annotations, Save Annotations. This data can also be used for a simple home range analysis using dynamic Brownian bridge motion models as introduced by Bohrer and colleagues. Choose Data, calculate dBBMM. Click on the Tag checkbox in the Studies window to hide the trajectory. This way you will see regions where the toucan would preferentially stay at. An interesting feature is to pass existing annotation categories to colleagues and peers. Use File, Annotations, Export Annotation Categories, and choose a sensible name and press Save. This file can be shared and used with Movebank Datasets. Note that these are categories only, not the actual annotations. A possible use case is to compare an intersection of data from several annotators to arrive at improved gold standards. Of course, the saved annotations are available as well for downstream processing in R, Python, or other statistical learning frameworks. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Stay curious and thanks for watching.